What's going on, everybody? Ed fired up and me fired up. Two different images right there, but it's a great day to be in green and gold. It's an exciting time. The momentum behind this organization right now is real. It's real. You can feel it in this building. We got our full staff in. Obviously, bringing these gentlemen in, these free agents that we've got signed in, has just really catapulted us, and it's an exciting time. The men that we went out and tried to target and tried to bring into this organization fit the foundation of what we're trying to build this team on. They're all high character men. They're all exceptional at what they do at their craft. You know, we got some teeth up front. We built from the front out, and when you do that, it makes everybody else a whole lot better. So you add those guys to the players that were already in this building, and we're really excited about the moves that we're making. You know, just sitting here with the staff all week and sitting in these meetings, you know, I'm 100% confident that our staff is going to put these gentlemen into positions where they can showcase their skills, and they're going to go out and make plays. And you know, I can't wait. We were sitting in there getting hyped up yesterday, and then now having these guys in the building, you know, you can feel the energy, and it's an exciting time, and we can't wait to get going.
Mark, the roster flexibility with so many starting Canadians you have in different positions, what's the biggest benefit and how that can allow you maybe to make in-game changes?
Well, I mean, you just said it. We have so much flexibility. First and foremost, the Canadians and the Nationals that we targeted, they're all impact players at their position. You know, so we've addressed that. It gives us multiple variations of how we can go into a week-to-week roster. The other thing is that we're giving Canadians a chance here. I mean, you know, too many times Canadians in this league, they get pigeonholed into certain positions. You know, we've found some guys that play non-traditional national spots, which just opens your roster right up. And they've earned that because they're exceptional at what they do. But it also gives other people opportunities at different spots. And, you know, we're excited for that flexibility.
One of those guys, Tyrell Ford, can you just kind of comment on what you've seen from him being on the other side of the football field, competing against him, and what you expect him to bring in?
Yeah, I think he got a couple picks against us last year. I mean, the guy took it away 7 times. The guy's a playmaker. You know, with the teeth that we have up front on our defense now, it makes DB's jobs easier. You know, and that guy his skill set fits perfectly into what JC's doing on defense. You know, I can't wait for Grimes to get his hands on him. I can't wait for Tyrell to be able to showcase his dynamic playmaking ability. The guy can he can read routes, he can jump routes. He puts himself in front of receivers when the ball's in the air, and with the teeth up front, that's going to be happening a lot.
Mark, the offensive and defensive lines are clearly better now than they were 2 weeks ago. I think that's quite fair to say. Was that something that, between you and Ed and organizationally, that was a focus for this organization going into free agency?
Well, going back to when we did a first press conference, we talked about vertical alignment in an organization. Chris, Ed, myself, we see things very similar. And when you see things like that, you can get things done. And I think, we all feel, we wanted to build from the front out, and that makes your football team better in all phases, and I think we accomplished that.
Jake Ceresna, I mean, he's a guy who's obviously, I don't know what he stacks up the last 3 years in terms of sacks amongst the elite, but he's been amongst the top guys. To bring him in, what kind of acquisition is he for the defensive line? And also not only that, but having a guy who's been in Edmonton before, played here, knows the community, that sort of thing. Can you kind of talk about the addition of those people?
I mean, Jake's a beast. I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but I think the whole league was trying to sign Jake. I mean, the guy was maybe the top free agent available. You can go position by position, but the guy impacts the game. He has a ton of versatility. You pair him with Coach Maxey, who I think is, one of the best defensive line coaches in the CFL. I mean, and they've worked together in the past. They've had success together in the past. That's exciting. You bring him back to Edmonton, where he has a history. He's an extremely high character individual who also will hold his teammates accountable. those are the type of people that you want in the building on a day-to-day basis. And I'm really, really looking forward to the opportunity of working with him.
Mark, when you look at the roster, you can kind of see a leadership core there. How important is that for you going into training camp, you being a new coach with a new team?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's important for every coach on every team. You know, you want leaders in the room that can take your message or your vision and implement it with their peers. And those guys are winners. You know, there's a lot of Grey Cup championships with those guys. They know how to win. They understand this league. They know what it takes. You know, when we had our conversations, you know, I let them know how I felt about certain things and the vision that we had for what we're trying to build here and what we're trying to do. And they saw it step by step with me. So, I mean, I feel like you add players of that caliber that also have the character, that have the leadership, that have the playmaking ability, and you put them into what we're trying to do. And, you know, like I said, it's a great day to be in green and gold.
Coach, what about your special teams? Looks wide open right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for our special teams. First of all, there was a lot of dogs covering kicks on this team last year. You know, wide open maybe, and you're talking about the kicking and the actual specialist spot. You know, Luke Burton-Cron will be holding it down at the long snapper spot, but we've got a couple young Canadian kickers under contract in Vincent Blanchard and Campbell Fair. I've had a couple training camps with Campbell Fair. You know, I thought Vincent Blanchard was the top draft-eligible Canadian a year ago. I saw him live in San Diego. I think both those guys are very talented. And is the other one official yet? Is it official? And then, you know, we went out and got Cody Grace, who is, I've obviously had the experience with him. Let me tell you something about Cody Grace that is an unheralded skill. The guy's the best holder in the CFL. He's outstanding. He's got a great catch radius. He's got giant hands. He can handle, you know, errant snaps. And the thing about Cody is he's going to have a leadership role with those two young specialists. And I think, you know, you can't put a price on that. I'm really excited to bring Cody into the building as well.
This might be a question for the GM, but either way, how much of an overhaul did you feel you needed to undertake? And are you overhauling for 1 year? Are you looking, we want to go 2-3 years down the future? And as in, are you feeling the pressure, you got to win kind of now, or do you want to say, hey, let's take our time?
Well, I mean, you could probably direct that one to Ed. I mean, I think in all my conversations with players, I never felt it was a rebuild. I felt it was a reset of culture. That's what I really felt like. You know, I feel like these guys fit what we're trying to do. And like I said, there were some quality pieces here before I came. So, I mean, I feel like we're going to bring everybody together and, you know, we're going to start, the messaging will come together after this free agent window and we're going to start building toward training camp. And, you know, I'm really excited to see what what we look like in 2025.
So a lot of success will happen before the first ball gets snapped.
Well, I mean, I think this is a successful day right here. I feel like look at the quality of the players that we just brought into the building. That's a win. You know, you've got to take the little wins as they come. I mean, I think they fit into the big plan of what we're trying to do, and today that's what we're celebrating.
All right, we'll get on to those next few players.
Sure.
Thank you very much, Mark.
Thanks.
Next.